It is pumping out there, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again for changing, or thank you for tuning in to the IBA Pipe Challenge brought to you by Ocean Current. Manny V and Alex Leon holding it down right now for the live web feed. And thank you, Dave & Buster's, Aqua Hotel Resorts, Go, Mokulele Airlines, TNC Surf Designs, and our tour media partner, YouTube.com. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. History in the making. There's your results.
There's your results. So round 3, heat 2, Drew Innocent taking that one out with Michael Osler from South Africa following in second position. Unlucky Timmy Hamilton. He just didn't get the score that he needed to finish off that roll. Just sort of got caught up with that roll, but here we see in the new heat blue. But so Drew and Michael advancing through now. They're going to be stoked. They get another heat. They get another heat in Epic Pipe.
So we're going to see rounds. We're going to see 3 rounds today. Rounds 3, 4, and 5. So some of these riders are going to be riding out here in heavy pipe possibly 3 times today. And let me tell you, they're going to be exhausted at the end of the day. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Thank you all once again for tuning in. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Pipe at its finest. Just skipping on, just barely missing third reef pipe. Some of them are coming in and breaking at third reef, winding up on second reef pipe, and just unloading on first reef pipe, where it just pull in to a big cave of a barrel. Unreal.
And more sets out the back here. Absolute screamer here in the white.
Look at this, dropping in.
Brahim having a look at this thing. Oh, way too deep. That thing just unloaded on him. And we got another one out the back. Let's see if someone's going to have a look at this.
This one's coming in on second reef.
Nicholas in the red. Nicholas Basto.
All right, see what he can do in red. Comes around the bottom, comes around the entire section, creeps under the lip, and is able to avoid that lip and goes for a roll in the barrel. But that's a lot of water, a lot of turbulence that he has to kick through, and I don't think he's pulled it off. That was red, our rider, Nicholas Bastos.
That's right, so we'll just give you a recap on this heat. Nicholas Bastos in the red from Brazil. Brahim Adilch from Morocco in the white. And we just see on the beach there, sorry, Drew Innocent.
How stoked is he right now, Drew Innocent, the winner of the last heat. Just getting props from all of his buddies on the beach, and the cameraman, videographers are all on the beach lining up to catch some of this epic wave riding going down from some of the top bodyboarders in the world and some of the new faces of bodyboarding, including that kid right there who absolutely dominated that last heat, Drew Innocent. Good job on you, mate.
So, and then we just cut back to this heat again. We got Nick Onrod from Australia in the yellow, and Happy Zarowski, the local Haleiwa boy from the North Shore, in the blue. So Nicholas in red, Brahim in white, Nick in yellow, and Happy in blue. And he is happy in blue, isn't he, today? Some more sets approaching at the back. Let's see who's in position here. These things looking like, oh, they're 10-foot, Manny, these ones. They're going to be some 10-foot pits here, I think.
Is anybody in position is the question. Oh, barely sneaking under that one, but blue down on the corner.
Happy
taking a look at
Zarowski. Look at this thing. Uses his legs to the bottom turn there, trying to hold his line. Car's back. Bit west, these ones. He's looking for a section. He wants to hit this thing. Nah, just didn't deliver for him. As we see out the back there. Big sets unloading across the sandbar here.
That is Happy Zarowski, local kid, and just absolutely dominates out here on the North Shore. And we'll be seeing more of him with his new sponsor, Triad, picking him up in the winter months here. So it's going to be good to see Happy out on the tour and in your magazines, photos, online, everywhere. It's good to see Happy back in the game. Not like he's ever left, but he's in.
That's right. And, I mean, on that wave then, he took off just on the side of pipe on the corner of the reef here. But where he finished was probably over 120 metres. That's how quick he moved along the reef here with the water. These sets are just flushing right down the beach, Manny. The water's moving so quick. It's like if you threw like a cockroach in a toilet and flushed it, this is what's happening out there.
Yeah.
When you're getting pumped in the waves, that's what it's like. You're just getting in the turbulence, just screaming, just throwing around the bowl. That's what it's doing to you.
It's just there's so much water out there. I mean, you have all this energy coming from thousands of miles away, and then it unloads on a shallow reef, 20 yards off the beach. It's insane. So ladies and gentlemen, we got a little bit of lull in the action. We'll be right back.
Right price, right now. Get away to Hawaii from $89 per night at Aqua Hotels and Resorts, Hawaii's only boutique hotel chain on 5 islands. Stay with us on Maui, Kauai, Molokai, Lanai, or in Waikiki. Aqua offers an array of hotels, each with their own unique personality. With excellent service, great rates, and plenty of free stuff, there's never been a better time for a Hawaii vacation.
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is the IBA Pipe Challenge brought to you by Ocean Current, and a shout out to all our supporting sponsors, Dave & Buster's, Aqua Hotel and Resorts, Go, Mokulele, and TNC Surf Designs. Our media partner, YouTube.com. Manny V in the hot seat with Alex Leon. This is it. Pipe just unloading. The beast is alive.
So this is our next heat, just paddling out in the water with 15 minutes remaining. They're giving themselves 15 minutes to paddle out and get out in there. That's how heavy it is today. Jarrett Lau in the red, Alex Brown in the white, Louis Finnegan in the yellow, and I didn't catch who was in the blue there. Went off the screen too quick.
All right, big shout out to everybody who has signed in and is watching live from around the world. Elmo Ramos from Ride It Bodyboard, we know you're watching. Always, brother. Claudia Alvim, also from Brazil, tuning in. We have James Curry, Maureen, Manny, IBA is working. I mean, the webcast is working. And Nakoma, Emiliano, James, Jason, Richard Pata, what's up, brother? And Rain, we know you are all tuning in. Thank you, everybody from around the world. It's going off.
It's going off. It's as good as it gets. Pipe is absolutely pumping. These inside ones that aren't even sets are just, 6 to 8 foot, just hitting inside ledge here. Like this one here we see.
Oh, my. Who do we got? We got Nick
Oberod. Pulls in. Let's see if he comes out of this. He's super deep, though. I think he got caught there on the shocky as he bottom turned. And unsuccessful there.
Here, the bottom turn, the most fundamental maneuver you can do on any wave riding vehicle is crucial. There is a nice bottom turn right there from rider and right, Brahim Idosh from Morocco. So we have an international contingent here on the North Shore battling it out at some of the heaviest pipelines we have seen in years. We go back to 1997 with Kaino McGee, Alistair Taylor, and yes, Steve Bullet McKenzie. These three guys were the names that came out of some of the biggest waves ever seen here at Pipeline. So today is another day in history.
That's right. I haven't seen Pipe for the contest break like this for many years. I mean, we did see it in 2000 and what was the year they made Blue Crush? Remember that year?
Yes.
That was pumping that year. I remember the last day of that they had, I just remember seeing Kelly Hunt and a few others pulling into some 10, 12-foot barrels, just perfect offshore. The trade winds were blowing and it was just pumping pipe. But it's been at least 6 or 7 years since I've seen this. Today's the day.
Today
Forecasts
is the day.
were correct. They came through. And I checked the Waimea this morning and I checked Sunset, and the swell's actually just hitting pipe perfect. There's not too much swell up and down the beach. It's a perfect direction right on pipe, but pipe sort of, it attracts most of the swells like a magnet, so it's just getting all the west that's coming through and all the north swell as well. So,
and the winds are perfect as well. It's offshore, massive pipeline. We couldn't ask for a better swell to hit during this competition, especially with these rounds out in the water. Rounds 3, 4, and 5 is what we're going to see the men's division go out. So they're going to put everything on the line, and they have to.
Yeah.
Top 2 waves will be scored. 2 riders, only 2 will advance on to the next round. And these are the conditions where one wave can make all the difference between that advancement mark and get knocked out for the rest of the contest.
That's right, yeah.
Wave selection is going to be vital.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, you can get cleaned up in your heat today and not even get a wave.
Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen it happen. One guy, one wave, and the rest of the time he was just duck diving, some heavy whitewash the entire time. So these guys definitely have their work cut out for them. Tomorrow, we're going to come back with day number 3, and we're going to round out the last day, hopefully, on Saturday with the women's NDK. So you guys stay tuned. There's more action after today. So
at this stage, we should be crowning our men's champ tomorrow afternoon.
Possibly. Big high chance of running tomorrow with the last rounds of the men's division and claiming the Pipe men's division champ tomorrow. So that could go down tomorrow. Right now, currently out in the water with 10 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. This is where we're at.
Nick Omrod in the lead on an 8.9. Ibrahim in second, Happy in third, and Nicholas in fourth. So Nick Omrod surfed incredible yesterday. I think he got a score of 18.65 and just went out there, did what he normally does. I mean, Nick's been unlucky. We touched on that yesterday. Nick's been pretty unlucky in contests over the years, but he's got as much talent as the best, you know, and he's always. I mean, you look at his free surfing. He lives for these sort of waves. He goes to Tahiti. He goes to Hawaii every year. He just charges. He loves these big barrels, and we saw that yesterday. He performed, you know, in these situations that he was put in, and he can take this event out. Nick Omrod, he's incredible in big waves.
I'm still tripping out on the rider from Morocco, Brahim Idosh is out there right now in the white jersey, and you know what? He's dropping in on some pretty heavy bombs out there, and I know they don't have something like this in Morocco. I could be wrong, but there's only one real pipeline, and to be able to practice on a wave like this, you have to practice at the wave itself.
That's right, yeah.
So Brahim, going big and charging, so shout out for going big.
Brahim.
Okay, so right now out in the water, heat number 19, heat number 20 coming up next. You're going to see Jarrett Lau, Alex Brown, Louis Finnegan, and Keanu
Casemiro, the Hawaiian in blue, who's been advancing through all his heats too. Got
Taking
some
a look
action
at
out
this
the back.
one. It looks like Ryder, Nick Omrod, dropping in. Take us through it.
Geez, he's deep here, he's scooping, trying to get that leg in. Let's see if he comes out of this. He's pretty deep. Yeah, I don't think he's going to come out of that. Sort of clamped on the end there for Nick, so. And he better be scratching out the back as quick as he can because there's some sets approaching too, so. Nick Omrod. Very unlucky there. The wave just sort of clamped on him, and he sort of lost his line at the start too. There's a bit of backwash in the wave. Bit of a bump with this high tide through the waves. There isn't
Oh,
here we go.
Red dropping in on the outside, sliding in, barely making it to the bottom, and just narrowly escaping the pipeline guillotine. That wave would annihilate you. You do not want to be in that position. He just barely made it to the bottom. That was the rider in red, Nicholas Bastos, just putting it on the line and barely escaping and running for his life. The Brazilian on the inside, getting dragged all the way across two gums. Woo, that was pretty intense.
Yeah, he's going to have a strong paddle out too. Look at him. He's stuck there. Just the unloading on gums now, those sets. 8 foot, just hitting the sandbar there. It's almost heavier at gums on these days than it is at pipe because that sandbar's only about 2 feet shallow. You just get pinned on the bottom, and a lot of times the board will just be on top of your waist and just penetrating the bottom, and you just be stuck under it.
I'm laughing, but I do not want to be in that position ever. All right, here we are in round number 19 of heat 19, round number 3. Out in the water, currently in 4th place, we have Nicholas Basto in the red jersey. In 3rd place, looking for a 1.75. That's all Happy is looking for on his next wave with 6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Happy only looking for a 1.75. Brahim Idosh in 2nd place, and winning the heat is Nick Omrod.
Yeah, Nick Omrod looking to replace his 2.9, keep his lead going. He's had a 6 at the moment, so he'll be looking for a big barrel out there. I mean, that's what Nick's after. He's chasing that, and Happy loves his barrels, but he also loves his airs.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets one of those sections, he's just going to hit the lip. No
he
question
goes
asked.
flying. He does some huge air maneuvers, big air revos. He does big inverts, big rolls. Happy Zaralski.
Alistair Taylor, one of my favorites. He'll be coming up in Heat 23. He's going to be facing off against Ruman Ray, Keahi Parker, and Alex Lincoln. That's going to be another stacked heat. But currently out in the water, 5 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. You can see on your scores right there, each rider only has one solid. Actually, each rider has 2 scoring waves. Each rider will have 20 minutes to compete. 10 wave maximum. Top 2 waves will be scored, so that second wave is crucial.
We're looking at some sets approaching again, Manny. See who's in position here. Here's a nice one on the reef, first reef in the white.
From Morocco, it looks like the guy in the right jersey, Brahim Idosh, slides into a nice pocket, comes out of a nice clean barrel, smaller wave, but it's a barrel nonetheless, and he finishes off with a big roll. Can he push in front of that whitewash? So, Brahim, that is going to help him out.
Yeah, he was looking to replace his 1.9, so Brahim will be comfortable in second position there now. He's in a good position too where he can make it back out the back for this next set approaching. But we see Happy and Happy's pretty much sitting out there in position. He's deep. He's on the bubble.
Wow, look at
And
that!
we see those
on
sets
your
approaching.
screen, ladies and gentlemen, that is scary pipe right there.
That is coming in from the west. It's hitting second reef there, and these things are just going to scream across the reef here. Here's a heavy one. Let's see if Happy can get in position for this thing.
All right, Happy knows he's dropping in, that he needs a big score right here. Slides, nice, clean bottom turn. Can he come around the section? If he comes around, there's not going to be anything there left for him as far as a barrel, so he goes straight off the top for a nice roll. But Happy deciding to stay alive and go around the section instead of trying and risking it all to slide into the barrel and possibly lose the wave entirely. So he went around the section, got a little roll at the back. That's all she wrote for Happy.
It's almost too big for this direction, that set then. See how it didn't really hit the reef? It broke off the reef, just too west. We saw it second reefing down there out behind off the wall, just sweeping up the bank, up the reef in towards the bank at Gums. It's just almost too big for this direction. Like if it does drop a few feet, we're going to see some nice clean first reef pits later on this afternoon, or maybe it still might be too big, but tomorrow we're going to see some incredible barrels.
Oh,
That is tough work out there today.
I would never thought in a million years that I would say, and beating the Hawaiian from Morocco, but I probably won't happen again either, because look at this, your scores on the screen. Happy Zarowski's last wave came in at a 4.25. That is enough for him to push into second place with 3 minutes remaining. Brahim Idosh and Nicholas Bastos now have an uphill battle.
That's right. We got some, look at these stack sets coming through. They got north in them, so these ones might hit the reef a little better. And we don't know who's in position. I think Nick Omrod's in position. He's out the back.
We actually have our two wide-angle cameramen high above the sand, maybe 6 feet above the sand, and still the whitewash is covering up most of the screen. All right, looks like some swell, a lot more north on these big sets coming through, and look at that in yellow. Oh, all of it, all the riders in that heat are getting cleaned up as we speak.
Just closeouts. That set was just a closeout. No takers there. You don't want to take those ones too, because, you know, you lose, especially with only 2.5 minutes to go. That's pretty much the end of your heat if you took one of those north ones in. As we saw someone getting cleaned up. We've got Seamus there on the screen, on the ski, sorry, on your screen there. Our water cameraman, bringing you all that action that you see at night when we do the highlight clips, the water angles and everything. And we also, here we go, got some action out the back here in the white. Brahim.
All right, Brahim looking for a 2.26. That's all he's after right now. That could have been it, possibly. We will see what the judges have to say. But again, waves, top two waves will be scored in each heat. So those two waves have to be solid.
Yeah, I think, you know, he might get that. He just did a roll there and he completed the roll. And he was only chasing 2.26. So he might even drop Happy down in the third and sneak up into second with that. There's only a minute and a half remaining, and you know, anything can happen here. So the next heats are in the water, ready to go, sitting on the side of the reef there, amping to get across and start getting some barrels. I mean, this is half the guys in the event today are just so stoked to surf this wave with 3 other guys. They're so amped on that. Like, you know, a lot of the guys I spoke to are just like, I don't even care about winning the contest. I just want to have a heat with just 3 other guys at 10-foot pipe. I mean, you go on surf trips, you pay $1,000 to get these sort of waves, and they can do this, you know, and they get through a few heats. They get to surf it a few times. You know, they get over an hour or so. If they get through a few heats, they get 10-foot pipe themselves with 3 other guys, and that's what they're here for. A lot of these guys, they don't really care about winning the event. They just want to get perfect pipe.
Exactly. So, would you pay for it?
For sure.
Well, heck yeah. If you can pay to serve pipe with 3 other people, why not? That way you don't have to deal with anything as far as, you know, getting dropped in on, getting called off on, and you have Pipe all to yourself with 3 other people. That alone is worth every single cent out here at Pipe. Just yesterday, right when the contest ended for the day, instantly there was 50 people on the peak. It was insane.
That's right. So we got 10 seconds remaining. Nick Ormond in first. Brahim's moved up in a second. Happy in third. And it looks like that's the way it's going to go. Nick Omrod taking this one out.
Wow, I guess I do say it. Oh,
Advancing
my.
through. So he gets another heat with 3 other guys at Perfect Pipe. Nick Omrod, he's stoked. Brahim, the
Wow.
Moroccan.
Look at that. You're 2 riders advancing on to round number 4. Nick Omrad, who absolutely was killing it out there. And from Morocco, Brahim Idosh.